All right. I believe we are recording. Cool. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Adam, and today we're going to go over LeadWeb. So this is kind of a impromptu overview of what LeadWeb is, what it does, what it will look like for the business owner, so on and so forth. Show you exactly kind of what to expect when you get on the software, right? And there's two parts. There's the desktop version, and then there's the mobile app version, which is going to look exactly the same, essentially, just without a few of the. And sorry if it looks like I'm looking away from somewhere. I'm actually working on two screens right now, but it's going to actually look the same with just a few features that are missing, and I'll kind of go over those as we go in. But why, if you're a business owner and you deal with Facebook leads, and you run Facebook ads and your business depends on leads, this is something that you want to take a look at. We're giving business owners 9 times higher of a chance to close that business with this software or this one. I don't know where it's at. One of those areas to close that business before anyone else does, right? And I'm going to show you exactly how. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory of how this even came to play was I ran ads for businesses since 2014. And what I found was that the leads that I was generating for these business owners, they wouldn't convert as high as you think they would. I mean, you get people who put in all their information, extremely long form leads, and they just wouldn't convert as well. So I was like, well, I wonder what the issue is. So then I started taking the leads, and as the lead came in, with me having a super heavy sales background, I know that speed is the key. So my average response time was less than 5 minutes, and the leads were converting at 80%. And I was like, well, 80% to appointment. So I was like, well, why aren't they having the same success rate? So I kind of did some digging and found out that they wouldn't call the leads or contact the leads in general for 42 hours, 44 hours, something like that. And I was like, well, that's a really big problem. So that's where this came into play. That's where LeadWeb came into play. And I'll kind of stop talking and get into it. So here's the login screen right here. And you log in. And so what we did, we got Michael Scott right here from the office. He's the manager, right? He's or the business owner, however you want to look at him on this particular screen. And he has 23 employees. He's received 1,545 leads. He's missed 87 leads, and his average response time is 30 seconds, right? Really good response time. Yeah, he's missed 87 leads, but that's fine. We'll get into that later. This is more so just for kind of like a screenshot of what it is that they would look at, right? And down here you have all your employees, right? That you would that would actually be on the software, and it would actually track what their response time is individually on. I'm sorry, these are leads. These are leads. So these are leads right here that he's recently received, and there's a response time on each of those leads and how they responded. So whether it be a call, email, or text message, right? And so let's kind of go into from left to right. Let's go click on employees. So here are the employees. You get Dwight Schrute. Everyone from the office is here, and you can mark them active, deactive, depending upon whether or not they're actually taking leads. So for example, just to kind of paint a scenario for you, you have Michael Scott, who's the manager or the business owner, right? Kind of running operations, and then maybe you have a specific person running leads for you, or maybe you have leads getting divvied out to your entire sales force, right? So that's kind of where the scenario comes into play. So let's click on Dwight Schrute, and let's look at all of the leads that he's gotten, right? And so he's reached out to all of these through email. As you can see right here, his average response time is 35 seconds on every single one. Mind you, they're going to change here and there. This is, purely just for a demonstration purpose. You can download all of the CSV files from here and, get all the leads. the business owner is the only one who can download the CSV files. The employees won't. And the only reason why that is showing here on the employees because we're actually viewing this as the business owner right here. So, and I'm not sure if they've fixed this, but we'll go into that here in a second. So essentially, Dwight is reaching out to all these leads, and if you're wondering what the different colors are, now obviously it says 35 seconds, but like I said, it's for or demonstration purposes. Here, they're red with exclamation point means that the lead is 24 hours old or older. Red means it's an hour older. Uh, Orange means that it's 30 minutes older, and green means it's 5 minutes or less. And the green with the check mark means that they actually reached out to them. Just so that way you know kind of at a glance, or your employees know at a glance, what they've missed, what they haven't missed, what they've contacted, how they contacted them, that sort of thing, right? And so if we click on a lead, each individual lead that you pull in from Facebook is going to be a little bit different, right? So what I mean by that is if you're a, I don't know, let's say you're a solar company, right? And you want to go target Spanish leads. So here's the integration name. I'm pointing to the screen that you can see me. Here's the integration name right here. It's all Spanish leads. And it's assigned to Mason Norris, which they didn't change, but basically this would be assigned to Dwight Schrute. What the response time was on that first initial contact, how they responded, and you can actually view the history on everything that contact has been reached out to and how they were reached out to, their phone number, email. And now this is where I would say it would change. So if you're a solar company, obviously these things are important to you: the street address, the average electric bill, the zip code, right? However, if you were a dentist and you wanted to get different information, for example, what your services that you're looking for, right? And maybe some other different information. But on Facebook, when you fill out the lead form, you can actually create whatever question you want. So all of that data is going to show up in here. So that way you have more of a conversation than, hey, I saw you put in your information to get, whatever it is, right? So all that information is going to be in here. And the cool thing is that lead is going to go to your software, your app, in real time, right? So basically, this is here. It says the lead was received at 7:32 a.m. So when the lead comes in, it comes in on your app as a push notification, and it'll say, "Hey, you have a new lead." You click on it, boom, you can call, email, or text in real time, right? So here it says 7:32 a.m. The lead came in, and the next day at 6:48 p.m. It was responded to by James Anderson in that in your organization, an employee, right? And then maybe the business owner, Michael Scott up here, said, hey, I don't really like the way that you're following up with this lead. I'm going to give that lead to someone else. And he gave it to Mason Norris, and then Mason Norris obviously, was following up with that person pretty consistently. So that shows the reason why, but everything's marked and tracked in here. So that way you can keep up and really hold the people who are handling those leads accountable, right? And so that's kind of where the leads go on that one. And so even though this is very simple and simplistic looking, very easy to use, that's really what the software does. Now, what we're looking for is for beta testers to come in and try out our software, no cost to you. All we ask for is feedback, kind of what's good, try to break the thing essentially, right? And just let us know, like, is, this, does the lead come in correctly? Does, X, Y, and Z come in correctly? It will, because we have people testing that, but, just in the off chance of something, messing up, or maybe there's a feature request that you like. So that's the reason why we're looking for beta testers. Right now we have 33, I believe it is, and we have 100 slots open for the beta test. So if you're interested, you want to come and check it out, please reach out to me, give me a shout, and we'll get you rolling. So if you got any other questions, let me know. Thanks for taking the time to check this out, and we will see you soon.